It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and I got an interesting one to show you today. It's beer from America, but the company originated in the UK. In fact, most of the operations are in the UK. We're talking about Brewdog, and this is their Lost Planet First Lager. But it's brewed in Ohio, in America, in a 355 milliliter can. Now, I did have a 330 milliliter can. Most of you know 330 milliliter cans in the UK. They're slightly smaller than this. This is 355 milliliters. Do I have a can knocking about? No, I don't. I did have. I must have poured it away. Thank you very much, Lester, for sending me the beer. Really appreciate it, Lester. Lester is a British man who moved to America, and he now lives in America. But the interesting thing about these beers is I've got a Punk, I've got an Elvis Juice, and I've got a Hazy Jane, and they're all different ABVs. If you think of Punk IPA in the UK, I believe as of 2025, it's 5.4% ABV. The American version, 7.5. 7.5% ABV, so that's coming to the channel soon. But let's get out the Lost Lager. I do like a lager, I really do. I was in an Indian restaurant just last night, and I call some of these pubs plastic pubs. So we went for a birthday party. Let me talk to you about the beer first and foremost. Bit all over the place today. One finger, white head, good levels of carbonation, slightly hazy looking beer. It looks good. In terms of carbonation, yeah, it looks pretty good. There's not much sediment. Well, there won't be any sediment. It's a lager, and it's slightly hazy. The ABV is 4.7, which I think is the same. I think that's the same as the UK brewed stuff. So there's a look at the beer. So I went to a birthday party last night. It was my nephew's birthday party. It was one of these kind of complex places. So we turned up and we went for a pre-drink in one of these bars. And I call them plastic pubs. It could be open, it could be shut. If it closed down, I don't think there'd be many people who would kind of mourn it, type of thing. Madry, Carling, Guinness, shiny chrome pumps. I ordered a cup of tea. I didn't want it because I knew, because I popped into the Indian which was next door, I knew that they had Cobra, Kingfisher and a beer called Bangla. So I waited to have a couple of Banglers, and it was really nice Indian lager was this Bangla. So I do enjoy a lager, but I won't drink any old lager. I won't, if the pub only has a Madry or a Carling, I'm having it was a cup of tea with a saucer and a biscuit on the side. I won't buy it. I will not buy it. I refuse to buy that plastic pub beer. And all my family were like laughing at me and whatnot, but I thought to myself, I really don't care. You can laugh as much as you like. I'm drinking this cup of tea from its saucer over a pint of Carling or a pint of Madry. Anyway, aroma on this. Smells good. It smells a little bit more lemony than the British version of Lost Lager. A little bit more of a hop presence in the beer. Little bit of German that kind of almost like that Hallertau, good quality hop there. There's probably a bit of Pilsner malt in here. It smells really good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, yes. That's completely different to British Brewdog brewed Lost Lager. This beer is far more sweeter. It's hoppier. It's like a hoppy lager. It's like an American hoppy lager. It's a craft hoppy lager rather than, I think what they're trying to go for in the UK with Lost Lager is more of a dry, spicy German, sort of more of a traditional European style lager. Completely different. Completely different. Is it better? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes on this point. I'm going to say American Lost Lager is better than British brewed Lost Lager. It's just got more of an identity. It's a bit more Brewdog. It's a bit more kind of what you would expect from a Brewdog beer. If you were to think about pre-2015 Brewdog, and if they were to brew a lager, this would probably be it. It's lemony, lemon and lime and touch of grapefruit. A little bit of bitterness on the back end, a little bit of sweetness from that malt. Yeah, this is interesting stuff. This is I probably could have done a side by side, but I've drank Lost Lager so many times. I do like a British brewed Lost Lager, but I feel like I know Lost Lager enough to tell you that this is completely different. Yeah, very interesting brew this. Is there anything written? There never is these days. Oh. Carbon negative brewery because they planted 1 billion trees in a forest in Scotland. That's their kind of. So it's Columbus, USA, Ohio, driven by passion and united by Brewdog. Yeah, I mean, it's a different beer. It really is a different beer compared to British brewed stuff. I prefer it. I prefer the American brewed Lost Lager. I can't remember what I rated Lost Lager in the UK. I can't remember what I rated. I think I've reviewed it a few times now, and I do believe I liked that. I like this enough to give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Brewdog Craft Beer. I think it's a really good lager. So thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.